Alright, so we have another death battle. Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn, alright? I am familiar with both of these characters, but unfortunately I fell off of one and the other had a non-canon ending to their series. So I'm probably gonna see some new stuff for both characters. Let's get it.
Fight! Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn.
The battle of spunky teens.
What's
with
the Maka
oversized
model from?
gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's animated in 3D and it looks good.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and
Ruby.
warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of
This is
Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm. And there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer.
I didn't watch that anime that dropped yet.
Little Red really wanted nothing
Came out like a year or
more
two
than
ago,
be a
right?
Huntress.
Her
Ice
dedication
Queendom?
paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for
Eats
huntsmen
cookies and
huntresses,
drinks milk.
Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that.
Premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose.
Not our early
It may look
episodes.
like a high-tech site,
Yeah.
it is, but it's also a gun.
It's
Ruby
a
made
product
Crescent Rose herself.
of
Like
a time and
between
place,
Grim
for
Reaper's
sure.
Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting.
Animation
Huntsmen
itself
are
is
locked in
good.
a never-ending waltz in their battle
But
with the Grimm.
obviously the way it
Crescent
looks
Rose can
is
switch between sniper and sight at the press of a
rough,
button.
to say the
Ruby's an
least. The
old
shading,
hand,
the
like
lack
that,
of.
moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being like bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw
That's
a
a good
punch.
question.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living
Oh.
beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal
But it's
blows
not aura
and even
farming.
heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath.
Dust is like materia for them,
Dramatic,
for any
but
Final Fantasy
accurate.
VII fans.
This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire,
I
electricity,
think. I might be
ice,
wrong.
wind,
I don't know.
anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz.
I mean, you can use it for ammunition and stuff
When
like
she
that.
shoots you with dust. A bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby
She can't sense
blasted
her own aura?
Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed
Amateur.
the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh!
She needs the
I
Dragon
get
Ball
it.
Scouter.
Team Ruby.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light,
Did they ever explain what that power does?
Ruby's friends dead. Her school totally wrecked. Her sister disarmed. All because
That
of a
was.
lover's spat.
Show was getting crazy, man. This show was getting
saw
crazy.
the world divided, and it was time
I don't know how
to
they
say
fumbled so
goodbye
bad.
to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier.
That was a
and
good outfit.
heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Where did I drop
Because
off?
Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially
I
the
thought her
manifestation
semblance
of
was
one's
speed,
soul,
but they said it was
the
something else.
semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower.
It's something
formed
else.
by aura.
She goes
And
fast,
Ruby's
but
got
yeah.
super speed, or a teleport, or what is she doing?
It does
exactly?
something, bro.
Close.
It's like the
This
Tasmanian
is
Devil.
Burst, a mixture of speed,
Crash
teleportation,
Bandicoot.
and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to
Excuse
another.
me, it's what?
What is she doing exactly?
Close. This
Who's she
is
doing that to? Why is there a white one?
Er,
What's going on there? Why is there a white one?
what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility.
Intangible fucking ability. Okay.
Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By literally bursting into petals.
Sort of.
So she can't be
According to
touched, pretty
Best
much.
Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex.
What everyone thought instant transmission was. Remember back in the day, everyone thought instant transmission was Goku just breaking himself down to a molecular level and just turning into light and just appearing in another location. That was an old theory, very old theory, very old theory. Before Dragon Ball Super, some old stuff. It looks like someone actually made it a thing.
Variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular
It's not instant though,
components
obviously.
before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA
That's
Super
crazy.
Speed Plus. And Nora is best girl. Ruby's pedal burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet or a breadstick.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all,
Cringe.
Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just
Particle
under
beam?
light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world.
So we're not gonna
For
talk about what her
friends,
silver
she
eyes
was a
actually do?
beacon of hope.
They don't know.
Yeah, because she's got one more.
They never
superpower.
explained it.
Her
Oh,
silver
okay.
eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the god of light.
What? Is that like, oh. So she's not like the seasonal maidens at all. She's just a deity, huh? Got some eyes of a god. Alright, so, alright.
Negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness!
But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by pedal.
I remember that season. That's the season that I stopped watching. I mean, I finished, but I stopped watching after that.
Whole city of Mantle.
Isn't that the season where Crow gets arrested in the end? He's fighting some dude and then he just gets arrested or something. That's where I stopped. I didn't watch after that.
Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose
Crush Penny's head in front of her, alright? Here's what you do.
a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
Alright, let me tell you what you do to solve that, alright? So you take Penny, right? You take her head and you just get this giant cockroach to step on Penny's head in front of her, alright? She'll get over it after that.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've
What is
waited
that?
for.
Wait a minute, what are they talking
Message of
about?
unity to the
Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale
It ended?
taking one more step toward the day
It ended?
we've waited for.
I thought she was homophobic or something. What happened? Last I checked, alright, I'm not gonna lie, I clicked on like it was trending, and something that was happening. What's his name? Sean. He was tweaking out because a bunch of imaginary, non-existing people died. I don't know what's going on there, but seeing him crash out over non-existent people dying, I was like, what is happening, bro? I don't know the context. I don't know. He was crashing about people that don't even exist dying, and Ruby was just emo for some reason. And, you know, I don't even know what's happening anymore, man. But, man, you making it sound like it ended. Did it end? Comment if this ended. I'll think about just finishing it up, I guess. Alright, Maka. See, Soul Eater anime got done nasty, like, alright? Because the ending is non-canon. The manga goes on way farther.
A sound soul dwells within a
Ooh,
sound
forgot
mind
about that.
and a sound body.
But all the unjust, evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
How do we get from fucking firefighters to this
From
shit?
good-natured souls, a Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform
Yes.
into weapons.
Oh,
Guns,
boy, I
ninja
remember when
stars,
this came on
hammers,
Adult
you
Swim.
name it. A Meister weapon pair kills
Woo!
and consumes lost souls to keep the
Rewatched it one
away.
day, a few years
Jack the
later.
Ripper? More like
Actually
Jack the
paid
Fraud.
attention.
And so, the demon weapon
Enjoyed
with
it.
soul was paired with the dutiful rising
Learned it was
sun,
non-canon.
Maka Albarn.
Time
Vomited.
for Classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework."
Ugh.
Jump him.
As if souls weapon who's too concerned
Oh,
with
man, that actually
being able to
happened
do
once,
any
believe it or
real
not.
work.
Hey, of Death Sight.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the dream team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away.
Okay.
And can discern its nature, stability,
Spiritual
and emotion.
awareness.
Time for class,
Confirm.
then. The two trained hard, but their styles kind of weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the
No, I never actually. I don't remember that. That's so weird. That's so weird. What? Alright, it makes sense. It's spiritual. Okay, okay.
meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conduct.
But that's like zero latency then. There's zero latency between that, you know? I mean, she's holding the scythe, so I guess so. But that's like one connection from one person to another. Like for him to move the way she wants him to as she swings. Yeah, but he's actually doing the movement. That's zero latency connection right there, bro. That's some good ass connection.
Instrumentalist. A Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Sight status. F-.
Damn shame.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength.
There were plenty of rivals showing her
Whew.
up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really
Black
puts a
Star's a
damper on
goat.
the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What
Yeah,
I said
Black
about
Star was
wavelength
goated.
wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through
Death the
each
Kid could
other.
have been goated.
Think of two wavelengths
He has his
as
moments.
different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
Yes.
Preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the
I'm not gonna hold you. It's not looking good for Maka, dog.
It works especially well against witches and other evil creatures.
Imagine she just beats Ruby by punching her in the face. That's it. She doesn't even cut her or nothing. She just punches her in the face and that's it. The fight ends. Any of you who's watched Soul Eater know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Can't believe they... To this day, bro. To this day. I really wonder how the manga ended, man. Because... you want to talk about anticlimactic. Ugh.
Exclusive or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being
She's
a
pure?
goody little two-shoes.
Yeah,
gives
she's
her the
pure. She
power
could
of
probably write the
purity or
Nimbus.
Whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit. Though one would sometimes
probably
need
'cause
to
he's
rein in
impure?
the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop.
See, this isn't like Bleach. This is where they're messed up. It's not Bleach where you just get your own Zanpakuto and like you just have the reflection of your own soul. Like the weapon is already another person already, so you just have to like make do and try to like I don't know, find compatibility with them. It's a bit harder. Similar but harder.
Whiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed
This
Soul.
character.
Now Soul had an ogre pal.
Out of all like the inner demons you can have, like we have the Nine-Tailed Fox, White Ichigo, Kage, even Kage, and then you have this. This is the saddest shit I've ever seen for an evil power, bro. This ugly red goblin wearing a suit and a Robin from Batman. Like, get this out of my face, yo.
Had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Blood.
Black blood.
Hey, yo. Let's keep going. I want to hear that one more time, though.
The piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed
Damn.
weaponizable.
Damn.
It hardens and strengthens its user's body inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Sounds pretty good to me so far.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect
Oh.
of madness with a capital M.
Come on, hood
Force of
rat.
fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through
Yeah,
the black.
that app.
Giving Maka
They
all
both got the
perks
black
of
blood.
too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect
That was a good fight.
that, Crota.
But evil saw their
Give
plans
Krona a
through.
taste of her
The
own
Kishin
medicine.
Asura
Krona's annoying because in the manga, I think, it's a boy in the anime, but a girl in the manga. So, it's just whatever. And we have this Asura dude, who's, they don't reveal this, but he's actually Death the Kid's brother. He's actually, Death's son, his firstborn, before Kid, I think, so... Yeah, they just lead you to believe he's just some dude in the anime that just gets mollywopped in the funniest and most stupidest way possible in the end. But series continues in the manga and things are revealed.
Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions
I
to
remember
raid
that
souls
fight.
with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence
Oh.
ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight
crazy.
with the demon tool Gopher, who could have.
Oh, they didn't animate that, huh? They didn't want to animate that, huh? Hey,
Oh, mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker.
come on.
Maka's
Who animated Soul Eater, bro? I know, there's no point getting tight and beefing with something that happened over a decade ago, but I need names, dog. I need names. You know, I had a feeling it was Studio Bones, but I didn't want to say it was Studio Bones. It sort of checks out, I think. Studio Bones did this, huh? Gave it the old Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 treatment, I see. Why would you do this?
Soul was the real.
You know what? And the manga was, it's because the manga was still going. They didn't want to give it filler, and they didn't want to make it seasonal. They said we're done with this after this. That's what they did. They did back then, you know. They were like, we're done with this after this. Get this out of our fucking face. There's a lot of animes they did that with, you know. The manga was still going. They didn't want to do filler. They didn't want to go seasonal. They wanted, you know, to make that one anime and never do it ever again. And that's what happens. You just get a non-canon ending, and you just gotta eat it.
real star here. Even other
So many
Meisers are trying
anime.
to take him as a weapon away from
Some that I can't even list because they're just problematic now. Like, I used to watch them when I was a kid, but now that I'm old, I went back to this certain show. It's just one of the worst things I've ever seen, man. It's just one of the worst things I've ever seen. The action was good, but the main character is just nasty for no reason. Let's just say they made the priest, bro. I'm gonna keep it at that.
An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets
She has a
Maka
transformation.
fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking
Okay,
cool.
we're getting
At the
somewhere.
same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths.
What are we doing here? Hack souls, bro? You mean possess people? Is that is that? Come on.
Discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically
It
shutting
sounds-
their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Scythe.
Do they die when they get hit by that? I'm very confused because it sounds like possession, but they're gonna shut down. So are they just getting killed? Like, if they're demons, should it just? Didn't it be purified to death? Huh.
Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death.
Ashra has an attack called Vajra. Wow, they're really keeping up with the myth, the lore.
Scythe, the dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own Black Blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet
That
itself.
freaking moon.
The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have
What?
gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend Soul.
Oh.
The Kishin showed
Oh, I thought they were good. What happened? Started tweaking again?
everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishin.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her
How'd she do
teamwork
it?
with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate
Cut him, huh?
them, them into the moon.
Woo!
In Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass.
Look at that.
Final upgrade. The Kishin
Way better than getting punched in the face to death, right? The anime, she just swings on him. And he just fucking dies after that. That's it. It was ass.
slash Maka chop. Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because the sound soul dwells within
Let's
the
go.
sound
Alright, that's how it should have ended.
So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write
I honestly don't know who's gonna win.
564 whenever you
I
want.
wasn't. I should have been paying attention more.
Congratulations to us.
Wiz,
Maka might win? Cause like Ruby was only able to defeat a kaiju-sized opponent with her silver eyes, right? I mean, I don't know. Maka might have it, dog. She might take this one.
go.
Here we go.
All right, the combatants are set, and
All
we've run
right.
the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a scythe battle!
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on.
Looks
Soul.
so good.
The target should be here.
Where are these models
Why
from?
Helping out. Hi. Who are you looking for?
I don't know where her model's from. Probably a game that used to show models.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Then again,
Your humanity has strayed from its just path.
could it be the assassin from her show?
Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns
It
into
could
a
be.
scythe. Oh, that's so cool. Your soul is ours.
Alright. The highlights is crazy.
I like my soul, thanks.
Alright. Scythe to scythe combat.
Hi, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Alright.
Focus. She's good.
I think it's over for Ruby now.
Let's go, Soul Resonates!
Okay. Miss. She's intangible, right? Nope, I guess not. Or she just caught her, I guess. I don't know. This is a spiritual attack. Alright. Oh! Oh! She's swinging! This ain't the anime, Maka. It ain't gonna work. She tried to one-shot her. This is really good. Bro! Snipe. Alright. The pianist is back at it again. Oh! Really?
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Alright. The scythe is a piano, that's cool. This is they've been scrapping, man. They've been going at it. Okay.
But I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose.
She can't use her silver eyes that well, right?
A huntress.
Soul Adagio.
It might be like a comeback mechanic type of situation. There you go.
wavelengths. Damn it, she's... Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
I had a feeling Maka was gonna win. Oh, shit! I just realized both series have messed up moons. That's funny.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Wait, they be killing humans too? They say human souls during the introduction. I was like, they're probably just talking about Keishans. You know, Keishans are probably humans that just went, probably kind of like hollows. I don't remember a lot. Just bad souls, like cursed spirits and hollows and stuff like that. But who knows? They might be killing people up in your streets. All right.
Rest in peace,
Oh look,
Ruby.
got a shot with
But
both modes.
hey,
Nice.
It's not often you get to see scythe on scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best
Can we
represent-
actually like? Can we take the moment to talk about what that would do to the Earth's atmosphere? Having 2 of those things floating, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know what no moon would do, but you know what? Maybe that crescent moon makes up for the freaking busted up moon there. It probably makes up for it. Just put it in. It's like fit in the puzzle or something.
KO! Rest in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not
Rest
often
in
you get to
peace,
see scythe on
Ruby.
scythe action like
Damn.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best represent this matchup. First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher.
Yeah, the
than
Silver Eyes wasn't like fleshed out enough for her to win, really.
But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366
It's a weird-looking
kiloton
explosion.
bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but it's
Oh,
massive,
that she
the
beefed
same
to the
as
moon.
Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT.
Jeez.
Over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So Maka takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear.
Oh,
cut.
yeah, obviously.
Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Black Star, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become
Atom was an
far
interesting
faster than this
character.
over time, and clearly gives more than
Let's
2
put it.
times speed
Like,
on
yo,
top of
the
that
fact that he
42%,
died.
making her
He did too
4
much, dog. He did too much.
Definitely
He had to
enough
die.
take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal
He was
Burst
a
makes this
radical.
comparison close enough to call it a tie. And their speed would
Really?
lead to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's scythery.
That's not a word.
Sure.
Maka's scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she
It was a
mostly
2-on-1
guy.
match.
It's easy to assume that
If you think about
Ruby's,
it.
scythery was
Oh,
superior.
shit.
She's entirely self-sufficient.
She got
at
fucking
dancing
jumped.
with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got
Facts.
scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge
Powers,
would be enough
nope.
for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on.
It's not
But
enough.
It's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst, activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice.
You need aura to use dust? I take back about what I said about it being like materia. That's kind of dookie. What? I thought that was supposed to be like, like special ammunition for people that don't have powers and people that have, not that people that have powers don't get to use the ammunition, but it's just weird.
And some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on
Oh.
souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes?
This
Her
didn't do enough.
anti-grim eye beams. Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the Silver Eyes should achieve a
The
similar
pure,
effect.
that's
But
pure
Maka and Soul's whole story
energy?
is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes power.
He just didn't have
but
the
she
Force
rose to
Spirit
the
vision.
occasion. Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn
All right.
and Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is
What? I actually forgot about that. What? It's just such a normal name that you don't expect to hear when you're watching anime. And like his first name is just not normal, and then you just give him just a fucking name. It's okay, bro.
And Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans?
That's actually alright.
Death battle.
What we got? What is that? I can't see nothing. What is that?
Subscribe and join.
Hey, yo, Blade. Blade, I don't know who this Buffy is, but Blade. Hey, yo, Blade. What you doing, dog? If you lose, I'm alive. This dude is in comics. He's like, come on now. Is Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic book? I don't know. Blade, come on, dog. Shh. Yo, Blade loses, I'm alive, dog. Alright, guys. No, I enjoyed this death battle. This one was crazy. They went hard for the animation. It was their 200th death battle. And I heard that Monty actually requested this before he passed. So, yeah, that's pretty baller. This was a really good one. The visuals are just crazy, though. Like, that's what really has me crazy, you know. The Maka model, though, like, it looks familiar, but I don't know where I'm seeing it from. It looks so familiar. I just don't know. I don't remember there being a Soul Eater game. Maybe a guest character in another game, or I have no idea. But, yeah, it looked really good, though. Good job.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, the dude wanted this fight, man. He got the fight. He got the fight.